Here we are on our CIF Home Account. To get to our CIF Home Account, we go up to our address bar, and we click on CIFCCSHome.org, and then we click Enter, then it'll take us directly to this page. You'll notice that there's a login for a username and a password. What we're going to do is we're going to input our email address as our username, and then our password is just going to be password. You can change the password when we log into our account. When we first log into our account, we're going to get this message here, which is asking us to fill out all of the basic information for our school to populate our directory. One of the great things about CIF Home is that when you enter in all of your directory information, then all you have to do from year to year is just update the changes. You do not have to continually enter in the same information over and over again when you're submitting forms to the CIF office. The first step is going to be entering in our basic school information. Again, we enter in all this information just once and we'll never have to do it again. When you're uploading your school logo, it must be a JPEG. However, if you want to upload a logo later on, that's okay. The next step is going to be to enter in some of our athletic faculty. We're going to have to enter in some of our administrators at our school, such as our principal, our VP, our athletic director, or athletic directors, and so on and so forth. You might notice that some of these fields are required, such as the email address, school phone, and the cell phone. These things are not going to be shared with the public at all, and they will be only for the CIF's purposes. When it comes to putting in our athletic director, it's going to ask us if we have two ADs, which would be one for boys and girls, or if we have just one athletic director for both. If you're an all boys or girls school and you have just one athletic director, then you can click on this button here. We'll go through the same process where we enter in all of our information, we'll go through the same process where we enter in the name, email address, school phone, and our cell phone number of our athletic director. Our principal, our athletic director, and our assistant or vice principal are required to input into the system. All other positions are not required if you do not have them. But there must be an administrative contact inputted for athletic director, principal, and for vice or assistant principal. There are some members of your athletic faculty that are not required to input into the system if you do not have them. Here we have an athletic secretary. If we have an athletic secretary, then we'll input their information as normal. But if we do not, or it's unknown at this time, we can check off one of these boxes. Once we've completed entering in the information for our athletic faculty, next we're going to enter in all of our information for our coaches. Now you're going to run through every sport that we have in CIF. So if you do not have the sport, then you can click on the Does Not Field Sport option. If you do have the sport, but your coach is unknown at this time, then you can click on Coach Unknown. However, when you click Coach Unknown and you go to the next sport, then by default the contact for that sport will be made to be the athletic director. We have an option also that will allow you to add an existing coach. However, since the system is new, you will not be able to add existing coaches because we don't have any coaches in the database. So then what you'll do is enter in the first name, last name, email address, and the mobile number of each of your coaches. Once you have completed all of your directory information on your CIF Home account, then you'll be brought to this page, which is the main dashboard. You'll notice on the top right corner, it'll say your name and also the name of your school. On the body of the page, you're going to see something called a to-do list, which is items that can be populated by the CIF to let you know as a friendly reminder certain tasks that you might need to do on your account. Then we'll have current games that require financial reporting. When it comes time for the playoffs, all you'll have to do is enter in the number of tickets that you sold. Next, it's going to show all of the unread messages that you get into the system. In CIF Home, the CIF staff can send messages out in bulk to all of their different member types, whether it be school administrators or their coaches. Beneath that, there's a notification section. The notification section will tell you when you have a pending transfer request, or also if the CIF has taken action on some of your cases. On the left, we're going to see all the different tabs and things that we can do on our CIF Home account. The first one is the to-do list, which we just went over. The next one is our scheduling platform, which is Home Campus. When we click on Home Campus, it'll open up another tab for us that looks similar, to our CIF Home Account. It's also attached directly to our CIF Home Account as well, so if we want to go back to it, we can click on this section link here. The Home Campus portion of your CIF Home Account will include all information for all of your teams and also provide you with many other tools that can help manage all of your schedules at your school. It also allows you to easily update your directory if you need to. If you click on Athletic Faculty, this is the area where you can update all of the information that you inputted when you first logged in to CIF Home. You can manage all your teams by clicking on the Teams tab. Here you can manage all of your different teams that you have and also all of the different levels that you might have as well. When you click on your team, here you can see the information and it should show the coach that you added for that team. So if you ever need to edit the coach, you can click on the Add Edit option here. This is where you can keep track of all your rosters and also all of your schedules and scores. All of the schedules that you post on your home campus account will automatically be sent to Max Preps and also automatically be sent to the CIF office. There are additional other features that you have within Home Campus, and I'd suggest looking over them when you get your account. You could watch a lot of the tutorial videos that we have by clicking on the Help button, and there's videos for each and every module and different activities that you have on your Home Campus account. It also includes some cool features that will allow you to sync all of the schedules with your website and other calendar programs. Let's go back to our CIF Home Account. On our CIF Home Account, under that we have our Message Center, which will allow us to send a message directly to CIF. Here we can send it to a specific department if we'd like. So if we want to send it to a specific staff member at CIF, we can. And also we'll be adding other departments that will allow you to send something directly to a department such as a sport like baseball if you do not know the correct person at CIF to send it to. We have our school directory here, which includes all of our schools that we have in the CIF Central Coast section. It will allow you to type in the name of a school like this, click on the school, and then it'll show all the information that you have regarding that school, as well as all the sports they participate in, all the basic information about their school, and also all the names of coaches, administrators, and email addresses. We have a dues portion as well, which will allow you to self-create your invoice. You'll be able to select the sport, add the sport, include all of the levels that you have at your school, and then it'll create an invoice for you automatically. You can view the invoice and it'll create an invoice number for you by clicking on View Invoice. Here we'll click on View Invoice to see a sample. This is one that was created for the southern section, but by the time you have your account, it'll have all the information ready for you that's needed for the CIF Central Coast section. You can easily print this invoice and then send payment directly to the CIF. You have a Users Manager also, so if you want to give other people access to your school on CIF Home, then you can create an account for them here. If you click on Add New, you can give them specific permissions to some items. So if you want them to handle transfers, you can. If you want them to handle the dues portion, you can. It's all up to you at your school. You don't have to create any additional accounts on CIF Home if you do not want to. The Playoff Finances section will come into play during the playoffs and will allow you to easily report your ticket sales. The Sanction Event form is a simple form that you can fill out when you want to apply for a tournament to host. The transfer forms you'll find will be much easier to handle, and also the turnover time for the transfers should be much improved. To apply for a transfer, click on the transfer forms here. You can choose the transfer type here, fill out all the information, fill out all the information for that student, and it automatically gets sent to the former school. The former school then will respond, and then CIF will get the file automatically and will make the decision relatively quickly. We've found that transfer turnover times are drastically improved by using CIF Home. The calendar page is a simple read-only calendar that will be populated by the CIF staff. They'll put all important dates here. Here we have a misconduct manager that'll show all of the misconducts that you have at your school. You'll be getting notifications via email when you have a student that had a misconduct, and you can take a look at all of your misconducts here and then take action on the account if you need to. We have a games and coaches wanted section, which will allow you to enter in any coaches that you need at your school or games at your school. It's kind of our own version of a CIF Craigslist. We have a survey section, which the CIF staff can make use of if they want to ask you some questions. And that just leaves us with the next thing, which is the help menu. The help menu on CIF Home and on Home Campus will provide you with detailed video explanations for each and every aspect of the software. So if you're ever confused about any part on your CIF Home account or on your Home Campus account, check the help menu and the video should walk you through step by step. If you still have questions, you can always fill out the support menu and the questions should be answered right away. We also publicize support numbers for the website and also for all the CIF offices as well if you need to contact them. We look forward to a great year this year, and I hope to talk to a lot of you in the future.